I'll be lying if I said I haven't been getting a bit into bushcraft. So dude. So if you've been following my channel for a while, at least if you have seen my camping videos and my videos from Norway, you will probably know that I'm the one making the campfires. I love making campfires. And I'm getting really into this like bushcraft, how to make fire in different ways. So in Sweden I learned that resin, very good material to make fire with. And today I'm gonna make an emergency survival pine cone resin torch for the first time in my life ever. So let's go. So what are we gonna need for a torch? We're gonna need a pine cone, some resin, a little fire to melt the resin, and of course a stick. But what kind of stick should you use? You should, in emergencies, I would use a green wood stick because it's wet, but I don't want to like hurt a tree just because it's not an emergency. But I found this little tree that has been broken, and the leaves are still green, but as you can see, it's dried out a little bit because it happened a little while ago. But hopefully I can use the stick anyway. So that's our torch stick. It is pretty dry at the top, but I could see under the bark and where I cut it off the still standing little tree, it's green, and at the branches is green. That means it's still green wood, but not really, because it's kind of dead, but it's not dead, but it's dying. So all we need now is to find a pine forest, some pine cones and some resins. Let's go! Nice. Pine forest. And pine forest. I just need to find some pine cones and some tree that has been damaged. Either a branch that's been broken off or some bark that's been scraped off, because then there should be some resin. So I found a pine cone. I think this is the one that I'm gonna use. It's a little bit wet, but I'm gonna dry it. Look at this. Look at all this resin, like this, all the way around has just been taken off, and it is starting to like dribble down the tree, like, and when the sun hits it, what? We're gonna collect this. So I brought my knife and the top of an old Starbucks cup. I think we're just gonna kind of like scrape it off into this. See how much we can get. But we need to work on this stick. We need to make it sharp so we can put it in the ground. We can also walk with it. And we need to shave some off the top here. So I'm gonna do that with my axe and with my trusty knife. Or we'll just take it from there. Kind of like this, I think. Just so it can stand by itself. Whoops. Okay, be careful, be careful, be careful. Now that we have split this, I'm gonna try and pry it up and get a stick in there to hold it open, just temporarily. There we go, maybe. Now keep in mind, this is my first time. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, but we're gonna leave this stick for now. Now we need to melt the resin to keep the fire going. So it started pouring down on my fire a lot, but I try to keep it going. So we try to melt the resin, even though it's pouring down, and we'll still make the torch. I was just gonna let it sit there for a couple of minutes and continuously go back to it to see if it's melting, and we can't let it get too hot because then it will catch fire. So maybe we're lucky. You can see that it's starting to melt a lot, and when it starts bubbling on one side, I'll just turn the can around and just continuously do that, I guess, till it melts. Like this. And make sure that you get a lot on it, because it has to burn for a while. If you had to transport some fire, or if you need light to find some help in an emergency or anything like that. There. We can put the can back on so it can melt a little bit more, but we should be able to light this on fire. There. Kinda got a torch going. Got a torch. We made torch. Of course it's a little windy, so the flame is not that big, but I mean, it kind of works. Got a torch. Man-made fire. Now when you make this, be sure to hold it at an angle, because it can run down and burn your hand. We wouldn't like that. But this should burn, for what I read about. It's burn for like 15 minutes. Pretty cool. We made a torch.
You made a torch.
We made a torch. Got the fire going. Got the torch. Took a couple of tries. Look at this. This is pretty cool. You can just walk through the forest with light. I'll see you guys in the next one. We made a torch. We're gonna make more fire. Okay, bye.